Hey guys, Austin here with the pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Boston Bruins. Now, listen, I'm wearing a Bruins hat. I am a Bruins fan as well as an Oilers fan. Those of you who tune into the channel, I know most of us are Oilers fans. Don't worry, I'm not actively cheering against Edmonton here, and I'll have a lot more to break down and go through during the pregame report. I just wanted to make sure the Bruins are represented. I get very excited for these games. These two teams only play each other twice a year, so I do love when Boston and Edmonton plays each other. So, first things first, Edmonton, they are coming off a 6-3 victory over the Arizona Coyotes, where they had a good first period, a really bad second period, and then a terrific third period where Chris Knoblauch went back to the lines that were successful during that 16-game win streak. So, speaking of the lines, we will get into the projected lineup here. I am projecting Nugent Hopkins, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman to stay together as the top line. Evander Kane, Leon Draisaitl, and Ryan McLeod were put together as the second line. I would imagine that stays the same. Warren Fogle, Dylan Holloway, and Corey Perry were the third line, and then Matthias Janmark, Derek Ryan, and Connor Brown. I am projecting that as the fourth line. Now, nothing is actually official as of this recording. If you guys want the official lines, you will have to wait for the team or Bob Stauffer or Jack Michaels to put that information out on Twitter. As of this recording, this is the projected lineup that I'm just thinking the Oilers are going to go with. I do think Sam Gagner is going to come out of the lineup. I think they're going to put Connor Brown back in. I can't imagine them scratching Connor Brown more than one game in a row. Defense pairs, again, I imagine they're staying the exact same here. Ekholm, Bouchard, Nurse, CC, Kulak, Desharnais, and I am projecting Stuart Skinner to get the start against the Boston Bruins. Now, let's get into the deeper analytics and the pregame stats here. So, for the Boston Bruins, they are 33, 12, and 11. They are, I believe, second place in the entire NHL. But if you look at the Oilers, they also have 33 wins. Both of these teams have 33 wins, yet one of them is significantly higher in the standings, and that comes down to the overtime points, the Bettman point, if you want to call it that. The Boston Bruins, they find ways to win games. They find ways to stay near the top of the standings, even when they should be regressing and losing. But we will get into that. Boston did just come off a homestand. They played 7 games on the homestand, and they only picked up 2 victories. So they are struggling a little bit, but they did just beat Dallas in a shootout. So I think Boston is going to be motivated. And usually teams after a long homestand, they tend to be successful going on a long road trip. Boston is making their Western Conference road trip right now. They will play Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Seattle, just like last year. So Boston, 33, 12, and 11. They are 4-4-2 in their last 10. They are on a 1-game win streak. Their expected goals for this season as a team is 49.28%, which is 22nd in the NHL. Yes, the Boston Bruins, one of the best teams in the standings, are a bottom half team when it comes to expected goals for. They do not generate a whole ton of high danger chances, and they're definitely a team that is quality over quantity in terms of their shot metrics as well. Their power play is ranked 9th at 23.4%, but that has also been struggling recently. Their penalty kill is ranked 11th at 81.4%. They scored 3.32 goals per game, which ranks 13th. Their goals against per game, though, this is their bread and butter here. They only give up 2.64 goals per game, and their team save percentage at 5-on-5 is 91.78%, which ranks 4th. Jeremy Swayman and Linus Ullmark combined as a tandem in net for Boston. They are carrying this team. Without those two netminders playing just incredible hockey, the goals saved above expected for the Bruins just in general, Boston would probably be a wild card team, if not even in a playoff spot. Like their metrics, I'm a big analytics guy. Boston is a team, don't be surprised if when they make the playoffs, they're another first-round exit. They're not the team that they were last year, even though they continue to win. The team that they were last year was a very good analytics team that they got taken out by Florida, and it happens. But Boston this year, they are a winning team, but I wouldn't consider them a good team, and I don't want to show any disrespect to the Bruins fans who are watching. That's just how I look at the team on not paper, the numbers, I guess. But that's also why the game is played on ice. It is not played on a spreadsheet. So I do recognize that there's a lot more going on the ice with the Bruins. They have a terrific analytics department, and their internal metrics might be a lot better than what the public models show. but we will see. Moving over to the Edmonton Oilers now, they are 33-18-1. They have won 2 straight games. Their expected goals for ranks second at 57.52%. Their power play ranks fourth at 26.8%. The power play is starting to heat up a little bit. Their penalty kill is a completely different story. It is at 79.4%, which ranks 16th. That penalty kill is really dropping. They have given up 10 goals against on their last 20 attempts. So Edmonton really needs to get this penalty kill sorted. Otherwise, the Bruins and their firepower, David Pastrnak, Brad Marchand, that power play, if Edmonton is not careful and not disciplined, Boston will probably take advantage of that. So the penalty kill needs to start turning it around, and they need to turn around right now. They score 3.56 goals per game, which ranks 5th. They give up 2.88 goals per game, which ranks 11th. And their team save percentage at even strength is 90.73%, which ranks 8th in the NHL. Very respectable. The Bruins have the edge on the penalty kill, goals against per game, and save percentage. The Oilers have the edge in expected goals for, power play, and goals for per game. So what does that mean? Well, it means my score prediction is going to be 4-3 Oilers in overtime. I actually always hope these games go to overtime. I always want both teams to get at least 1 point. Because this game is in Edmonton, I give the edge to the Oilers. And when the game is in Boston, I will give them a very slight edge and maybe pick them in overtime as well. My player to watch is Connor McDavid. He has 0 goals in his last 6 games, but he has 15 assists. So he's dishing the puck, but I'd like to see him start scoring. I think now that top line of Nugent Hopkins, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman has been reunited, look out for Connor McDavid to have a big game against the top team in the NHL. Last year against the Bruins, Connor McDavid scored his 49th and 50th goals of the season. How do I know that randomly? I was at that game live. It was fun to watch. Connor McDavid, He's gonna show up. I'm expecting a big game from him. Keep an eye out on his play. Now, what are your game day predictions? As always, I love to know your thoughts. Let me know your score predictions, your game predictions down in the comments below. If you guys like these videos, make sure you hit like. If you really like them, make sure you hit subscribe. We continue to build a terrific YouTube channel in 2024. Our climb up to 2,000 subscribers is going to be a grind, but I believe in us. Your support has been amazing. I cannot thank you enough. And yeah, go Oilers, go Bruins. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the post-game debrief. Take care.